Children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Yes, today we will first discuss about the homework I've given to you yesterday. Yes, okay. Moving on to the additions. The first homework question was this. How do we add? We start adding from the ones place, right? So 9 plus 6 becomes 15. 15 plus 3 becomes 18. So how do we write this? 8 which is in the ones place will be written here, and 1 which is in the tens place will be carried. Now moving on to the tens place, 1 plus 6 becomes 7. 7 plus 7 becomes 14. 14 plus 6 becomes 20. 0 here and 2 carried. In the hundreds place, 2 plus 4 becomes 6. 6 plus 5 becomes 11. 11 plus 0 becomes 11. 1 carried. In thousands place, 1 plus 2 becomes 3. 3 plus 1 becomes 4. 4 plus 4 becomes 8. So the answer is 8108 for the first question. Moving on to the second question. Again, starting from the ones place, 3 plus 9 becomes 12. 12 plus 0 becomes 12 again. Now how do we write it? 2 will be written here and 1 will be carried. Moving on to the tens place, 1 plus 7 becomes 8. 8 plus 8 becomes 16. 16 plus 8 becomes 24. So 4 here and 2 carried. Now moving to the hundreds place, 2 plus 6 becomes 8. 8 plus 0 becomes 3. 8 plus 0 becomes 8. 8 plus 3 becomes 11. So 1 here and 1 carried. And the last place, that is the thousands place, 1 plus 4 becomes 5. 5 plus 1 becomes 6. 6 plus 2 becomes 8. So our answer is 8148. The third addition, again from the ones place, 8 plus 0 becomes 8. 8 plus 3 becomes 11. So 1 here and 1 carried. In the tens place, we have 1 plus 9 is equals to 10. 10 plus 5 equals to 15. 15 plus 0 is equals to 15. Now 5 which is in ones place will be written here and 1 will be carried. Now moving to the hundreds place. 1 plus 2 becomes 3. 3 plus 2 becomes 5. 5 plus 7 becomes 12. Yes, so 2 here and 1 carried. And coming to the last place, which is the thousands place, 1 plus 3 becomes 4. 4 plus 3 becomes 7. 7 plus 1 becomes 8. So 8251 is our answer. Okay students? Yes. Moving on to the further questions. Again we have some additions here. The first one here, starting from the ones place, 3 plus 2 becomes 6. 3 plus 2 becomes 5. 5 plus 6 becomes 11. 11 plus 7 becomes 18. 8 here and 1 carried. In the tens place, we have 1 plus 4, that is equals to 5. 5 plus 4 becomes 9. 9 plus 9 becomes 18. Now 18 plus 7 becomes 25. So 5 here and 2 carried. In the hundreds place, we have 2 plus 6 becomes 8. 8 plus 7 becomes 15. 15 plus 5 becomes 20. And 20 plus 7 becomes 27. 2 carried and 7 written here. In the thousands place, 2 plus 3 becomes 5. 5 plus 1 becomes 6. 6 plus 3 becomes 9. So 9758 is our first answer. Moving on to the second question. 9 plus 2 becomes 11. 11 plus 5 becomes 16. 16 plus 7 becomes 23. So 3 here and 2 carried. In the tens place, we have 8 plus 2 is equals to 10. 10 plus 4 becomes 14. 14 plus 6 becomes 20. Again 20 plus 0 becomes 20. 2 carried and 0 will be written here. In the hundreds place, we have 2 plus 0, that is equals to 2. 2 plus 9 becomes 11. 11 plus 7 becomes 18. 18 plus 4 becomes 22. In the thousands place, 2 plus 2 4. 4 plus 1 5. 5 plus 3 8. 8 plus 1 9. So 9203 is the answer. Yes children, to the third question. In the ones place, we have 9 plus 3 becomes 12. 12 plus 2 becomes 14. Yes, 14. Again in the tens place, 1 plus 0 becomes 1. 1 plus 1 2. 2 plus 7 9. 9 plus 9 18. 18. In the hundreds, 1 plus 7 becomes 8. 8 plus 8 16. 16 plus 9 25. 25 plus 4 becomes 29. 9 will be written here and 2 carried. In the thousands place, 2 plus 3 becomes 5. 5 plus 1 becomes 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. So 9984 is the answer here. Yes, I hope you all got the correct answers. Now moving on to the oral addition, not oral additions, the properties. Using the properties of addition, we need to fill up these blanks, right? Now what are the properties of addition we learned, children? We learnt about commutative property, associative property and additive property of 0. Yes? Yes. So let us start filling the blanks now. 7 plus 4 is equals to 4 plus 7. How do we know this? Because of the commutative property. Again, 4 plus 8 is equals to dash plus 4. We are already having 4 here. 8 is missing. So add 8. 39 plus 18 is equals to 18 plus 18 is already here. 39 is missing. So we'll write 39. Now 509 plus 1234 is equals to dash plus 509. Now we are already having 509 here. 1234 is missing. So we wrote it down. Again here the answer becomes 1832. Now this question number F, 0 plus 1854. All these questions were from the commutative property. Now 0 plus 1854 gives us what? We know that any number when added to 0 gives the number itself. Yes, this is called as the additive property. Now 9306 is equals to 0 plus what gives us 9306? Yes, 9306 only. 0 plus 9306 gives us 9306. Look at the question F and G, children. In F, in F and G are same questions, just their places are interchanged, the questions. Yes, here 0 plus number is equals to number is equals to 0 plus number. Yes, these two belong to the additive property of 0. Now moving on to question number H. 2 plus 5 is equal 2 plus 5 plus 3 is equals to 2 plus 5 plus dash. Now we are having 2 and 5 here, 2 and 5 here. The number missing is 3. We will write 3. Now which property is this? This is the associative property. There are 3 numbers in which there are 2 groups formed. Yes, this is the associative property. Now for question number I, what will be the answer? We are having 5013 and 914 on both sides. The number missing is 1872. Yes, so 1872 becomes the answer. Now moving on to the last question. 35 plus 28 plus 104 is equals to 35 plus 28 plus, yes, 104. It is missing. So 104 becomes the answer. Understood, children? Question number A to E were from the commutative property. F and G were from the additive property of 0. H to G were from the associative property of addition. I hope this was clear. What did we discuss till now? We discussed only the homework problems. Now today, moving on to the today's topic, word problems on 4-digit numbers. The concept of addition is used in our day-to-day activities. Let us understand the connection of this concept with our daily life through some word problems. In word problems, what do we do? In word problems, we read the problem and understand it. Select the appropriate mathematical operation, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication or division according to the problem and frame meaningful short statements. Yes, we should read the problem, understand it and select the mathematical operation. That is, we have to select whether we have to add, subtract, multiply or divide the given numbers according to the problem. The formation of statement includes what is given in the problem followed by what has to be calculated. See, these are word problems, right? Word problems. In these word problems, we have to frame meaningful short statements. Now how are these short statements framed? It includes what is given in the problem followed by what has to be calculated. Okay, just remember this. We will solve few word problems. With that you will clearly understand the concept of word problems. Now the first example here we got is there are 4,675 men, 3,248 women and 1,968 children living in a town. Find the total population of the town. Yes children, this is the question here. First, for word problems, what should we do? We should read it carefully. Read it 2 or 3 times and understand the question. What are they asking us? They are saying that there are few men, women and children living in a town. We should find out the total population. What does population means? Population means number of people living there. Yes, we should find out the total number of people living there. How can we find out the total? We find out the total by adding the given numbers. Yes, we find out the total by adding the given numbers. For that, first what should we do before solving the problem? For these word problems, we should frame meaningful short sentences from the given question. Now the first sentence here is there are 4,675 men. Yes, there are 4,675 men. Now how should you form a statement? The statement should be number of men in the town is equal to. What should the statement be children? Number of men in the town is equals to. Yes, how many men are there in the town? 4,635. Number of men in the town is equals to 4,635. Clear? So in the next we have 3,248 women. Now what is this? This is the number of women in the town is equals to 3,248. Yes, 3,248. Next we have 1,968 children. Now what are these? This number is the number of children in the town is equals to 1,968. Now lastly we should find out the total population of the town. Now how do we find out that? We find out that by adding all the numbers, given numbers, 4,675 plus 3,248 plus 1,968 gives us the answer of 9,891. We've already done so many additions, right? So I am not explaining how we got this addition sum here. Yes. So this number we got, which is the sum of all the people in the town, becomes the total population. And the question was find the total population of the town. So the ending sentence would be the total population of the town is yes, what will the sentence be? The total population of the town is what it is? It is 9,881. And how did we get this children? We got this by adding the number of men, women and children living in a town. Yes, I hope this was clear. Yes. Now next, the question number 1. In a village there are 2,520 males and 1,840 females. What is the population of the village? Yes, what is the population of the village? Again same question, similar question here. The first statement should be, the first number given here is 2,520, right? The first number given is 2,520. Now what is this number? It is the number of males in the village. Yes, this 2,520 is the number of males, where the number of males in the village. So our first sentence will be number of males in the village is equals to 2,520. Yes, the next number here is 1,840. Now what is this? It is the number of females in the village. Yes, 1,840 females. You know males and female, right? Male means a boy, or yes, all the male gender people. So the number of females in the village is equals to 1,840. Now the next part of the question is, what is the population of the village? Yes, so our sentence will be, therefore the total population of the village is equals to, yes, the population of the village is equals to, again how will we find out, children? We find out by adding the number of males and females. 2520 plus 1840 is equals to 4360. Now this number we got here, 4360, is what is the total population of the village. Clear, students? Okay. Moving on to our next word problem. Question number 2. In a school there are 4000 children. What are they saying? In a school there are 4000 children. If 2600 and if 1268 are girls, how many are boys? See, we know that there are 1268 girls. These are what? These are the number of girls, and there should be some number of boys. And when we add these two, the total number of children is 4000. Yes, students. So when we add the number of girls and boys, we get the total number of children. But here we are having the number of girls and total. This boys is missing. Understanding? We are having the number of girls and we are having the total number of children. The number of boys are missing. Now whenever such a question is given, okay, you can write the question in the form of this statement, right? This equation. So whenever such a question is given, what we should do is we should subtract both these numbers. Okay? When we do not know one of the addends, but we know the sum. Understood? These two are addends, right? Number of girls. Again, let me explain again. Number of girls plus number of boys will give us the total number of children. The total number of children. We know this and we know this. We know the sum. This is the sum. And we know one of the addend. Yes? We know one addend and we know the sum. But we do not know the other addend. We do not know the other addend. So in that cases we should subtract the sum and addend. What should we do? We should subtract the sum and addend. If we had both the addends, we would have added them and find out the sum. But here we have one addend and the sum. The other addend is missing here. In that cases, we subtract the sum and addend from each other. Now what should the sentences be? First number given here is 4000. Now what is this 4000? It is a total number of children in a school. Total number of children in a school is equals to 4000. Now next we are having 1268 girls. So the next sentence will be number of children are girls is equals to 1268, or simply you can write number of girls. Okay, number of children are girls or number of girls is equals to 1268. Next, how many are boys? So number of children are boys is equals to, we do not know this number. How are we finding it? We are subtracting the sum and addend. We are subtracting the sum and addend. 4000 minus 1268. How do we do this? This is 0. We cannot subtract 8 from 0. So we borrow it from the zeros, and after borrowing, 0 becomes 9 and this 0 becomes 9 and the 4 becomes 3. Yes, 4 becomes 3. 10 minus 8 becomes 2. 9 minus 6 becomes 3. 9 minus 2 becomes 7. 3 minus 1 becomes 2. So this 2738 is what? This is the number of boys. Number of children that are boys. From this 1268 are girls and 2732 are boys. Is that clear, children? Second question. Okay, moving on to the third word problem. There are 5650 wheat bags in a godown. 2,320 bags are taken out for distribution. How many are left? Okay, there are 5,650 bags, total number of bags. From that we took out 2,320 bags. So that means we have to subtract. Yes, just understand this as if you had 5 chocolates, okay, 5 chocolates and 2 chocolates you distributed, okay, you distributed 2 chocolates, then how many are left with you? So that means we have to subtract 5 and 2. 5 minus 2 gives us 3. Yes children, 5 minus 2 gives us 3. In the same way, there were 5,650 bags, of which 2,320 bags are taken out for distribution. Now how do we find out the left bags? We subtract the number of bags from the number of bags taken from distribution. Yes, let us see the statements. What will the first statement be? Here the first number is 5,650. Now what is this? It is the wheat bags in a go down. So the first statement will be total number of wheat bags in a go down is equals to 5,650. Yes. The second number is 2,320. Now what is this? It is the number of bags taken out for distribution. So the number of wheat bags taken out for distribution is equal to 2,320. Yes children? Yes. Now the next part of the question is how many are left. Now how do we write this question in the form of a sentence? Number of wheat bags left. Number of wheat bags left. Are left is not necessary. Number of wheat bags left is equals to, how will we find out? Subtract 5,650 and 2,320. How will we subtract? Again from the ones place. 0 minus 0 becomes 0. 5 minus 2 becomes 3. 6 minus 3 becomes 3 and 5 minus 2 also becomes 3. So the answer is 3,330 wheat bags are left after distribution. Clear students? Okay. Moving on to the next topic. Find the sum by adding down then add up. Okay. What should we do? We should find the sum. Sum means what? We should add the numbers. Yes. We should find the sum by adding up and then adding down. Now look at the first question here. This is very simple children. Now 8 plus 4 plus 7 is given. How will we add? First we add 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 becomes 12. Yes. 8 plus 4 becomes 12. 12 plus 7 becomes 19. Am I right? Yes. This is how we add. This is called as adding down. We are moving downwards, right? We are moving downwards. So it is called as adding down. Now what does adding up means? We move up. We start from the last number, that is 7. Now 7 plus 4 becomes 11. 11 plus 8 becomes 19. Yes. 11 plus 8 becomes 19 only. So what do we understand here? Even though we add down or we add up, the answer, the sum we got is 19 only. Yes. Moving on to the next example, 693. Adding down. First we will add down. That is normally how we do. 6 plus 9 becomes 15. 15 plus 3 becomes 18. Yes children. 6 plus 9 becomes 15. 15 plus 3 becomes 18. Now adding up. 3 plus 9 becomes 12. 12 plus 6 becomes also 18. Yes, isn't this easy? Yes, it is very easy. Now again adding down. 7 plus 7 becomes 14. 14 plus 5 becomes 19. Adding up. 5 plus 7 becomes 12. 12 plus 7 becomes also 19. Yes children, this was all about adding down and adding up. I hope it was clear. Add and check your answer. Again, add and check your answer. Now this one is adding up and adding down. Adding up and adding down, which we done just now. 9 plus 5 14, 7 plus 1 8, 9 plus 3 12, 1 carried, 5 plus 2 becomes 7, 7 plus 1 becomes 8. Now adding up, 9 plus 5 plus 9 becomes 14, 1 carried, 1 plus 7 8, 8 plus 0 8. Now 9 plus 3 becomes 12, so 1 carried, 2, 2 plus 5 6, 6 plus 2 plus 5 7, 7 plus 1 8. See, even though we add down and add up, we got the correct answer. That means we performed the correct addition. Now another way of checking whether we got the correct answer or not, a way of checking whether we did the correct addition or not is this. What should we do first? In the question we are having these two numbers, so we'll add them. Okay, this is the adding part, this is the checking part. 8 plus 7 becomes 15, 1 carried, 1 plus 2 becomes 3, 3 plus 8 becomes 11. Yes, so again 1 carried, 1 plus 0 becomes 0, 1 plus 0 becomes 1, 1 plus 9 becomes 10, 1 carried, 1 plus 7 8, 8 plus 1 9. Yes, we got 9115 as the answer. Wait, let me write it here clearly. 7028, 1987. When we subtracted this, we got the answer as 9115. Now how do we check if the answer we got is correct or not? What should you do is, here this is the last number, right? So write it first here, 9115. Okay, then after this what do we have? We have 1987. Understood, children? This is the answer we got. This is in the this is last one here, but we'll make it as the first number. 9015 is written first, then we have 1987. We wrote 1987. What we'll do is we'll subtract. Here we added, right? Now here we'll subtract the numbers. Now we cannot subtract 7 from 5, so we'll borrow from 1. So 5 becomes 15, 7 minus 15 minus 7 becomes 8. Again we have 0 here. We cannot subtract 8 from 0, so we'll borrow. It becomes 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 2 8. Now 9 minus 9 0. 8 minus 1 7. What answer did we get? We got 7028. Yes, the first number here. Understood, children? Okay, don't worry about this subtraction. If you don't know how we subtract, we'll learn about subtraction in the coming classes. But for now, you understand how do we check the answer of addition. What should we do? We'll get an answer, right? We'll get this answer. I think we got 9015. So what should we do? We should write this last number first, that is 9015. Then we have 1987. We should subtract. When we subtract, we should get the first number, that is 7028. If we get, then the answer we got here is the correct answer. Yes, children, was that clear? Okay, we'll look at another example so that you can understand it more clearly. Now our third question here is 6379 plus 2614. Now how do we add? First step is to add the numbers starting from the ones place. 9 plus 4 becomes 13, 3 here 1 carried, 7 plus 1 becomes 8, 8 plus 1 becomes 9. Next in hundreds place we have 3 plus 6 which is equals to 9, and in the thousands place we have 6 plus 2 which is equals to 8. Now the next step is to check our answer whether the sum we got 8993 is correct or not. How do we do this? What did I say here? This is the last number, so let us write it first. 8993. Then moving upwards, the next number is 2614. Yes, now this 8993 is our sum, and we are we should subtract from it. We should subtract from the sum. Understood, children? Write the sum, put the subtraction sign and write the next addend. Okay, you can take any of the addends here, either 6379 or 2614. Yes, yes. Now while subtracting, again we start from the ones place. 3 minus 4. See, if you have 3 chocolates and someone is asking you to give 4, can you give, children? No, because we are having only 3. In the same way, we cannot subtract 4 from 3. We will borrow 1 from 9. So 9 becomes 8. 9 gave its 1, right? So 9 minus 1 becomes 8. Now 1 comes before 3 and it becomes 13. 3 becomes 13. So 13 minus 4 becomes 9. 8 minus 1 becomes 7. 9 minus 6 becomes 3. And lastly 8 minus 2 becomes 6. Understood, children? What did we do here? First we added down the numbers. Then we took the sum and subtracted one of the addends, which is 2614. Now when we subtract, we got the other addend, which is 6379. So we can say that the addition we did was right. Yes, the sum we got 8993 is the correct answer. Okay, this is how you add and check your answer. I hope this was clear, children. Yes, thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.